Welcome, world explorers. Today, we embark on a journey like no other exploring Guyana, the land of many waters, a hidden gem off the north coast of South America. Here the Amazon is untouched, waterfalls roar, and Amerindian villages tell their stories through their voices and traditions. Imagine standing at the majestic Guyana Falls, where water 5 times the height of Niagara falls into the deep forest, or cruising down the Essequibo River, listening to the chirping of macaws and the aroma of curry chicken from Georgetown Market. Guyana is not a mass destination, it is a world for the adventurous soul. From the endless savanna of the Rupununi to the sea turtle-lined Shell Beach, every step is a breath of nature, every moment is a vivid experience. Are you ready to write your own adventure story? Like, share and subscribe, let's conquer the wild spirit of Guyana together. The Cooperative Republic of Guyana, located on the northern coast of South America, is the continent's only Commonwealth country, with an area of 214,969 square kilometers larger than the United Kingdom, but with a population of just 800,000, making it one of the world's least populous countries. Guyana is bordered by the Atlantic Ocean to the north, Brazil to the south and southwest, Venezuela to the west, and Suriname to the east. The name Guyana comes from an Amerindian language meaning land of many waters, reflecting the extensive network of rivers, waterfalls, and wetlands that cover more than 15% of the country. Guyana's history is a mosaic. Amerindians, such as the Arawak, Carib, and Makushi tribes, have inhabited Guyana for 10,000 years, leaving behind ancient rock paintings and pottery. From the 16th century, the Dutch and British colonized Guyana, planting sugarcane and importing slaves from Africa, followed by indentured labor from India, China, and Portugal. Guyana gained independence in 1966, becoming a multicultural nation with 43% of the population of Indian descent, 30% of African descent, 17% of Amerindian descent, and smaller communities. Over 87% of the territory is tropical rainforest, one of the world's last 4 remaining intact forests, with extraordinary biodiversity, more than 8,000 plant species, 900 bird species, and rare species such as the jaguar, giant otter, and three-toed sloth. Today, Guyana is a rising star thanks to the discovery of oil in 2015, but it still maintains its identity through agriculture, rice, sugar cane, mining, gold, bauxite, and ecotourism. From the ancient wooden churches of Georgetown to the Amerindian villages of the Rupununi, Guyana is a blend of majestic nature, colonial heritage, and vibrant culture, ready to be explored. Our journey begins at Guyana Falls, one of the most spectacular waterfalls on the planet, deep in Guyana National Park in the Potaro-Siparini region. At 226 m high, 5 times the height of Niagara Falls, and more than 100 m wide, Guyana is the world's largest single-drop waterfall, cascading down a red rock gorge in the middle of the Amazon rainforest. Imagine standing at Devil's Viewpoint, hearing the thunderous roar of the water, feeling the cool mist on your face, and watching rainbows shimmer in the sunlight. To get to Guyana, you'll fly an hour from Georgetown in a small Cessna, gliding over lush green forests and silvery rivers. Landing on a small airstrip in the middle of the forest, you'll hike trails with an Amerindian guide, spotting wild orchids, colorful toucans, and maybe even spider monkeys swinging from the branches. Viewpoints like Rainbow Viewpoint and Boy Scout Viewpoint offer panoramic views, ideal for photography. A unique experience is to camp overnight near the falls, sleeping in a tent or hammock under the stars, listening to the Makushi stories of Guyana, a legendary warrior who sacrificed himself to save his tribe by rafting over the falls. Guyana Falls is uncommercialized, with a limited number of visitors per day, giving you the feeling of being a first-time explorer. Bring hiking boots, rain gear, and binoculars to spot the guacharo, cave birds, that live in the crevices of the rocks. Guyana is more than just a wonder, it is an invitation to immerse yourself in the raw power of nature. Georgetown, the capital of Guyana, is a vibrant mosaic of colonial history and modern life, dubbed the Garden City of the Caribbean thanks to its palm-lined streets and old Dutch canals. Built by the Dutch in the 18th century, the city is notable for its unique wooden architecture, such as St. George's Cathedral, one of the tallest wooden churches in the world, 43.5 m, with its pristine white interior, stained glass windows, and bell tower that chimes on the hour. Stabroek Market, with its glowing red clock tower dating from 1881, is a bustling hub where you can smell fresh fish, tropical fruits like sapodilla and memi, and curry spices from Indo-Guyanese stalls. Try fowlery, deep-fried beans, or shop for Amerindian crafts like woven baskets and beaded bracelets. Walk through the promenade gardens, a green oasis of lotus flowers and cardinals, or visit the National Museum of Guyana to see a giant prehistoric ground sloth skeleton and colonial artifacts like a Dutch sundial. Georgetown is a cultural hub. The Mashramani Festival, February, which celebrates independence, features colorful parades, calypso music, and street dancing. The National Theatre, with its drama and soca performances, is where the arts pulse. A unique activity is a bike tour through old Dutch canals, exploring 17th-century drainage systems and pastel-colored wooden houses. In the evening, enjoy El Dorado rum cocktails at Main Street bars or listen to live reggae at the Palm Court. Georgetown is a place where past and present come together, inviting you to explore every street. The 371,000-hectare Iwo-Krama rainforest in central Guyana is one of the world's most pristine protected areas, designated a UNESCO Biosphere Reserve. Home to more than 800 bird species, 500 fish species, and rare species such as jaguars, giant otters, and three-toed sloths, Iwo-Krama is like stepping into a National Geographic documentary. Take a walking tour with an Amerindian guide from the Makushi tribe, learn how to spot jaguar tracks, listen to howler monkeys, and spot harpy eagles, the Amazon's largest bird of prey. The Canopy Walkway, a 30 m high suspension bridge system between the trees, allows you to see the forest from above, with spider monkeys swinging, orchids blooming, and blue morpho butterflies fluttering. A unique activity is kayaking on the Essequibo River at night, with sparkling red-eyed crocodiles and starry skies free of light pollution. The Iwo-Krama Research Center offers conservation workshops where you can learn how to plant trees, study butterflies, or track wildlife with camera traps. Iwo-Krama also has deep cultural significance. Amerindian communities like Surima and Fairview share their knowledge of hunting, herbal medicine, and the legends of Kanaima, the spirit of the forest. Stay at Iwo-Krama River Lodge, a wooden riverside lodge, and wake up to birdsong and sunlight filtering through the canopy. Try tuma pot, a fish stew with cassava, and listen to stories around the fire. Iwo-Krama is more than just a forest, it is the living heart of the Amazon, inviting you to become part of its ecosystem. The Rupununi, a vast savanna in southern Guyana, is a world away from the Amazon, with its endless savannas, misty Pacaraima hills, and rivers that shimmer like silver ribbons. Reminiscent of Africa's Serengeti, the Rupununi is home to giant ants, pangolins, and jaguars that hunt at dusk. Take a horseback tour with a vaquero, Guyanese cowboy, gallop through the savanna, watch flocks of jabiru soar, and stop by the river to drink fresh coconut water. Karanambu Village, a giant otter conservation center, offers the chance to swim with the friendly otters or learn about their reintroduction project. A unique activity is piranha fishing in the Rupununi River, with guides teaching you how to handle these ferocious fish and roasting them over a campfire. At night, camp under the stars at Dadanawa Ranch, Guyana's largest ranch, listening to howler monkeys and the wind blowing across the savanna. Rupununi is a center of Amerindian culture. Wauda Village invites visitors to weave palm baskets, make cassava, or learn traditional archery. The Rupununi Rodeo, April, is a highlight, with vaqueros competing in bull riding, horse racing, and performances of Guyanese country music, attracting thousands from across South America. Try mitemgi, a coconut soup with seafood and tubers at a local lodge. Rupununi is where you can feel the freedom of the wild nature and the Guyanese cowboy spirit. The Essequibo River, Guyana's longest river, 1,010 kilometers, is the country's artery, flowing from the Acarai Mountains through rainforests, grasslands, and into the Atlantic Ocean. A boat trip on the Essequibo will take you past more than 365 small islands, such as Fort Island, home to the 1743 Dutch Fort Zeelandia, with its remaining stone walls and rusting cannons. Stop to explore Amerindian fishing villages like Santa Mission, where you can buy handicrafts like necklaces made from forest nuts. Kayak through the Narrows and you'll see kingfishers gliding above the water, pink river dolphins swimming, and maybe anacondas curling up on the banks. A unique experience is sleeping in floating lodges, like Timberhead Resort, with wooden cabins suspended over the river, where you wake up to the sounds of birds and the sun reflecting off the water. Guides tell tales of Masakuraman, a river spirit from Amerindian legend who is said to protect the waters. The Essequibo is also a window into history. The town of Bartica, known as the gateway to the interior, has been a gold mining hub since the 19th century, with markets selling handmade jewelry, quartz, and gold bars. Try a pepperpot, spicy beef stew with cassoulet at a riverside eatery, or sip a Banks beer at a rustic wooden bar. The Essequibo is more than just a river, it is the pulse of Guyana, connecting people, nature, and history. Shell Beach, a 145 kilometers stretch of Atlantic Ocean in northwestern Guyana, is one of the world's most pristine beaches, famous for its sea turtle conservation project. From March to August, thousands of leatherback, green, and hawksbill turtles come ashore to lay their eggs under the moonlight, creating a magical sight. Join a night tour with conservationists to witness a mother turtle dig a nest and lay over 100 eggs, or help release her hatchlings into the ocean, a thrilling experience as you watch them crawl toward the waves. The beach, covered with sparkling seashells, is a great place to walk, watch the sunset, and listen to the waves. A unique activity is kayaking through the nearby mangroves, where you might see capuchin monkeys jumping around, flamingos standing on one leg, and small crocodiles hiding in the roots. Eco-lodges like Almond Beach Lodge offer rustic wooden huts, fresh snapper meals, and environmentally friendly solar power. Shell Beach is deeply cultural. The nearby Amerindian Warao community shares stories of the sea, teaches how to make fishing nets from tree fibers, and invites you to try crab soup. Bring mosquito repellent, walking shoes, and a flashlight for nighttime exploration. Shell Beach is a place where you can feel the magic of nature and the responsibility to protect rare species. Lethem, a border town near Brazil in the Rupununi region, is a gateway to the savannah, with a dusty air and red dirt roads reminiscent of a Wild West town. The Lethem Market, which opens daily, is a place where you can smell leather, curry spices, and fruits like memi and soursop. Pick up a Guyanese cowboy hat or an Amerindian palm nut necklace as a souvenir. A unique activity is to cross the Takuta River to the town of Bonfim, Brazil, by wooden ferry, where you can enjoy churrasco, Brazilian barbecue, and compare cultures on both sides of the border. In Lethem, take a bike tour to the village of Moko Moko, where small waterfalls cascade into black rock pools, and caves with Amerindian rock paintings from thousands of years ago. The Rupununi Rodeo Festival, April, turns Lethem into a stage, with vaqueros competing in bull riding, horse racing, and performances of Indo-Guyanese chutney music. Lethem is a foodie's paradise. Try a roti stuffed with curried goat at a family-run eatery, or sip a Banks beer at the Takuta Hotel, where you can chat with cowboys and gold miners. Inns like the Savannah Inn offer clean rooms with fans and views of the grasslands. Lethem is where you can get a taste of Guyana's adventurous spirit and cultural mix. Guyanese cuisine is a melting pot of Indian, African, Amerindian, British, and Caribbean cultures, reflecting the country's diverse history. Pepper pot, a beef or pork stew in cassava root sauce, seasoned with cinnamon and cloves, is the national dish, often eaten with molasses bread at Christmas. Curry of chicken, goat, or shrimp, served with roti, flatbread, or dal, lentil, rice, is popular in Georgetown, Leatham, and the Indo-Guyanese markets. Street food is the soul of Guyana. At Stabroek Market, try fowlery, deep-fried bean cakes with mango chutney, egg balls, hard-boiled eggs wrapped in fried potatoes, or bake and salt fish, fried bread with salted fish. Shell Beach's seafood, like grilled shrimp in coconut sauce or steamed snapper, has an Atlantic flavor. Amerindian dishes such as tuma pot, fish stew with cassava, and cassava cake from roasted cassava are specialties in Surima and Rupununi. Drinks include mabi, a bitter, sweet bark water, fresh coconut water, and spicy ginger beer. Internationally award-winning El Dorado rum is the pride of Guyana. Try the 15-year-old version at a bar in Georgetown. Desserts like black cake and pineapple tart are sweet options. In Leatham, stop by a family-owned bakery to try mitemgi, a coconut soup with seafood, sweet potatoes, and green plantains. Guyanese cuisine is a journey through cultures, prepared with love and creativity, and made to be savored in every bite. The people of Guyana are the heart of the country, with a diverse mix of Indo-Guyanese, 43%, Afro-Guyanese, 30%, Amerindian, 17%, and small communities of European, Chinese, and Portuguese descent. English is the official language, making Guyana an easy destination for international visitors, but Guyanese Creole, with its Caribbean rhythms, brings a sense of familiarity and fun. Hospitality is expressed through smiles, invitations to meals, and wagwan. What's new? Music is central to the culture. Calypso, reggae, and soca ring out during the Mashramani Festival, February, with its street bands and glittering costumes. Chutney music, a fusion of Indian and Caribbean sounds, is a specialty of the Indo-Guyanese community, often played during Fagua, Holi. Amerindian dances, such as the Pari dance of Surima, with its wooden drums and palm leaf skirts, tell stories of the earth and sky. Crafts include makushi baskets, warao beadwork, and forest paintings by Georgetown artists. Guyana is home to inspirational figures such as poet Martin Carter, who wrote about freedom, and environmental activist Sidney Allicock, who promoted Amerindian tourism. Diwali lights up Georgetown with oil lamps, Christmas is filled with pepper pots, and Fagua explodes with color. Guyanese are resilient, creative, and proud of their natural environment, making the country a vibrant canvas waiting to be explored. Guyana is a haven for adventure. Try fishing for pirarucu, the world's largest freshwater fish, weighing up to 200 kilograms, on the Reva River, with an Amerindian guide teaching you how to pull a line without capsizing your boat. In Iwokrama, join a leopard photography tour with biologists, using camera traps to capture images of the mysterious beast, or learn how to make traditional bows and arrows from the Makushi people. For conservation, join a baby turtle release project at Shell Beach, helping them cross the sand to reach the sea, or plant trees in Surima to combat climate change. A unique activity is the rum workshop at the El Dorado Distillery in Georgetown, where you can mix your own rum from aged barrels. In Rupununi, ride horses through the grasslands with the vaqueros, stopping to barbecue over a campfire, or learn how to make fishing nets from the warao people at Shell Beach. Georgetown's Mashramani Festival is a chance to immerse yourself in street fighting, soca music, and real essential oils. Photo tours in Kaider or Rupununi capture the wild beauty, from rainbows over waterfalls to lurking ocelots in the grass. In Leatham, take a chutney dance class or try your hand at ox carting at the Rupununi Rodeo. These experiences are more than just activities, they bring you closer to Guyana's nature, people, and culture. Guyana is an affordable destination, but it takes skill to take advantage. A street food meal in Georgetown, like fowlery, egg balls, or roti curry, costs $1 to $3, while restaurants in Leatham, Iwokrama, or Shell Beach cost $5 to $15 for dishes like pepperpot or grilled fish. Budget hotels in Georgetown, like Cara Lodge, range from $20 to $50 per night. Eco lodges in Rupununi, Dadanawa Ranch, or Iwakrama, River Lodge, range from $50 to $150 per night, often with meals included. Hostels in Surima, Wauwata, or Santa Mission cost $10 to $30 per night, and offer an intimate Native American experience. The Guyanese dollar, GYD, is the main currency. $1 is almost equal to 208 GYD, but USD is accepted in cities and tourist areas. Bring cash, USD or GYD, as ATMs are rare in remote areas such as Rupununi, Shell Beach, and only work intermittently in Georgetown. Domestic flights from Georgetown to Kaitor, Lethem, or Iwakrama cost $100 to $200 per round trip. Buses from Georgetown to Lethem, 12 to 14 hours, cost $20 to $30. Renting a 4x4, $50 to $100 per day, with a driver is the best way to explore the Rupununi or the interior. The best time to visit Guyana is during the dry season, September, November, and February, April, when roads are easy to navigate, temperatures are 25 to 30 degrees Celsius, and activities such as horseback riding and canoeing are more comfortable. The rainy season, May-August, December-January, brings lush green forests but can cause flooding in the Rupununi and road disruption. Guyana is not a place for you to rush to check in. This is the land that makes you silent before Kaitor Falls, where the sound of falling water echoes like a whisper of nature. You will sit by the fire in Surima, listen to the Makushi people tell stories of the forest, feel the rhythm of the earth and sky in harmony with your heart. From the bustling Georgetown market, the vast Rupununi grasslands, the sea turtles at Shell Beach to the peaceful Essequibo River, Guyana is a harmony of nature, culture and adventure. An explorer once said, "Guyana does not change you, it awakens the explorer in you." Whether it's a night camping under the stars, a vibrant Mashramani dance, or a pepperpot meal by the river, it all inspires a deep love of nature and gratitude. Want to start in majestic Kaitor, vibrant Georgetown, or wild Rupununi? Share your plans in the comments, like, subscribe and explore this magical world together. Join the adventure in Guyana, where nature leads the dream. Welcome, dear explorers, to httravel, where we take you to magical lands where nature tells stories, culture sings, and every moment is an adventure. Today, pack your backpack, bring your spirit of discovery, and join us in setting foot on Panama, a hidden gem between two oceans, where the Pacific and Atlantic meet through the Great Canal. Panama is more than just a canal that carries ships around the world. It is a land of lush rainforests, Caribbean pearl beaches, colorful indigenous villages, and the vibrant life of Panama City. From the cobblestone streets of Casco Viejo to the vibrant coral reefs of Bocas del Toro, Panama is a symphony of history, nature, and people. Like, share, and subscribe to the channel to conquer Panama with us. Are you ready? The Republic of Panama, located in Central America, is the narrowest country straddling North and South America, with an area of 75,420 square kilometers and a population of approximately 4.4 million. Bordered by Costa Rica to the west, Colombia to the east, the Caribbean Sea to the north, and the Pacific Ocean to the south, Panama is a geographic and cultural bridge. The name Panama comes from the indigenous language and means many fish, or place where butterflies gather, reflecting its extraordinary biodiversity. The capital, Panama City, is a modern hub where skyscrapers mingle with colonial ruins. Panama's history is a story of trade and resilience. From the indigenous Guna and Embra tribes to the 16th century Spanish colonial period, Panama was a transit point for gold and silver from South America to Europe. In 1914, the Panama Canal, an 80 km long engineering marvel, opened, connecting the Pacific and Atlantic Oceans, transforming global trade. Panama gained independence from Colombia in 1903 with U.S. support, and by 1999, it had full control of the canal. Panama's culture is a fusion of indigenous, Spanish, African, and Caribbean influences, exemplified by salsa, reggaeton, and the vibrant carnival. Panama's natural beauty is a masterpiece, with over 1,400 islands, 2.9 million hectares of forest, and 944 bird species, more than the US and Canada combined. National parks like Darien and Volcan Baru offer rainforests, volcanoes, and emerald beaches. With a tropical climate, Panama has a dry season, December-April, 25 to 35 degrees Celsius, and a rainy season, May-November, creating year-round beauty. A trip to Panama is not complete without the Panama Canal, the eighth wonder of the world, a symbol of human ingenuity. At 81 kilometers long, the canal allows ships to pass through a narrow isthmus, saving 12,800 kilometers compared to the journey around South America. Stand at the Miraflores locks, listen to the rushing water, and watch giant container ships being lifted 26 m through the system of locks and engineering feat. A canal boat trip, 8 to 10 hours, $100 to $150, takes you past Gatun Lake, surrounded by crocodiles, howler monkeys, and rainforest. Or stop by the Panama Canal Museum in Panama City, which tells the story of the 41,000 workers who built the canal, facing malaria and landslides. A unique experience is a bike tour through the Culebra Pass, where you can see ships passing by. The canal is more than just engineering, it is living history. From the days of the French, from Spain's dream of the canal, through France's failure, to America's success, it is Panama's pride. Stop by the Miraflores Visitor Center, $16, to watch a 3D film about the canal, and eat ceviche at a restaurant overlooking the locks. The Panama Canal is where you touch the pulse of global trade and human resilience. Panama City, the vibrant capital, is a place where the past and present intertwine. UNESCO World Heritage Site Casco Viejo is the historic heart of cobblestone streets, the 17th-century Metropolitan Cathedral, and the moss-covered Bolivar Palace. Stroll through Plaza de la Independencia, watch street performers, or sip coffee at Café Unido while listening to salsa music from a nearby bar. On the modern side, Panama City's skyline, with skyscrapers like the spiraling Fan F Tower, is a symbol of the city's growing economy. Cinta Costera, a coastal promenade, is ideal for cycling or watching Pacific sunsets. A unique activity is a street food tour of Casco Viejo, where you can sample beef empanadas, fried yuca, and pisco sour cocktails. Biomuseo, a Frank Gehry-designed museum with a colorful roof, tells the story of Panama's biodiversity, from rainforests to coral reefs. Metropolitan Natural Park, 15 minutes from downtown, is where you can see two-toed sloths, toucans, and wild orchids. Panama City is where you can experience urban life, colonial history, and nature all in one place. Bocas del Toro, a Caribbean archipelago north of Panama, is a picture of white sand, turquoise waters, and tropical forests. The island of Colón, the center of the archipelago, is where you can stay in an overwater bungalow and listen to reggaeton from a beach bar. Starfish Beach, with hundreds of starfish in the clear water, is the perfect place to swim or kayak. A unique experience is snorkeling at Cayo Coral, where coral reefs are vibrant and tropical fish like clownfish and butterflyfish frolic. Boat tours to Dolphin Bay will take you to see dancing dolphins, or visit Zapatillas Island, a national park with pristine beaches and nesting sea turtles. For an adventure, try surfing at Bluff Beach, where high waves attract international surfers. Boca's cuisine is a fusion of Caribbean and Panamanian. Try a whole fried fish with patacons, fried plantains, at La Buga, or sip a coconut cocktail at Floating Bar, a bar floating in the middle of the sea. Bocas del Toro is where you can let your mind wander to the rhythm of the Caribbean waves, forget all your worries, and immerse yourself in a tropical paradise. the San Blas Islands, Guyana, a 365-island archipelago off the Caribbean coast, is where the indigenous Guna culture shines. Only 49 of the islands are inhabited, offering pristine white sand, coconut palms, and crystal-clear waters. Perro Chico Island, with its shipwreck diving, and Pelicano Island, which has been featured on Netflix, are standouts. The Guna people, who wear molas, brightly embroidered cloth, welcome you with smiles and stories of the sea. A unique activity is to stay in a Guna cottage on the island, eat grilled lobster, and learn to make molas with the local women. Boat tours between the islands, $50 to $100 per day, take you swimming, fishing, and watching the sunset over the ocean. San Blas is a place where time stands still. There is no Wi-Fi, no noise, just the waves and the wind. Try chicha, a pineapple and papaya drink, and listen to the Guna legend of the dolphins saving the fishermen. San Blas is a cultural and natural gem where you will find absolute peace. Boquete, a mountain town in the Chiriquí province, is a paradise for nature and coffee lovers. Located at the foot of the Baru volcano, Panama's highest mountain, 474 m, Boquete has a cool climate, 15 to 25 degrees Celsius, blooming wildflowers, and famous coffee plantations. Take a coffee tour at Finca Lerida, $20, learn how to harvest and roast beans, and taste geisha coffee, the world's most expensive coffee. Trekking up Volcan Baru, 8 to 10 hours, takes you through cloud forests, watching the sunrise with both oceans appearing at the same time, a rare sight in the world. The Lost Waterfalls, with 3 waterfalls in the middle of the forest, is a great place to cool off and take photos. A unique experience is zip-lining over the Boquete Valley, feeling like flying through the green forest. Boquete cuisine is farm-style. Try sancocho, a chicken soup with vegetables and corn, at El Saberson, or a beef sandwich at Boquete Sandwich Shop. Visit the Feria de las Flores flower market, January, to see Boquete in all its colorful glory. Boquete is a place to breathe in the mountain air, sip coffee, and connect with nature. Darien National Park, a UNESCO World Heritage Site bordering Colombia, is one of the world's most pristine rainforests, covering 2.5 million hectares and boasting extraordinary biodiversity. It's home to jaguars, harpy eagles, and more than 500 species of birds, from toucans to blue herons. The Chuquianac River runs through the forest, providing a gateway into the wild. A guided Embra tour, $100 to $200 per day, takes you on a canoe through the forest, spotting capuchin monkeys, crocodiles, and orchids. The Embra Drua village welcomes you with traditional dances, a meal of fish grilled in banana leaves, and the chance to learn how to play the bamboo flute. A unique activity is sleeping in a tent in the forest, listening to jaguars roar and birdsong at night. Darien is not for the faint of heart. The trails are rough, the humidity is high, and there is no cell phone reception. But this is where you get in touch with pristine nature, understand indigenous cultures, and feel the majesty of the earth. Bring waterproof shoes, mosquito repellent, and a spirit of adventure when you come to Darien. Panamanian cuisine is a fusion of Caribbean, indigenous, Spanish, and African influences, resulting in bold, fresh flavors. Ceviche, raw fish marinated in lemon juice with onions and chilies, is a specialty at the Panama City Fish Market, $5 to $10. Sancocho, a chicken soup made with potatoes, corn, and cilantro, is a Panamanian, healing dish, especially in the countryside. Patacons, fried plantains, are a popular side dish with shrimp, beef, or guacamole. In Bocas del Toro, try rondon, a seafood stew made with coconut milk, sweet potatoes, and Scotch bonnet peppers, a Caribbean staple. Tamales, corn cakes stuffed with chicken wrapped in banana leaves, are a traditional holiday treat. Panamanian drinks include chicha de piña, fermented pineapple juice, seco horreno sugarcane rum, and aromatic geisha coffee in Boquete. Stop by Mercado de Mariscos in Panama City for fresh ceviche and live music. Panamanian cuisine is more than just food, it's a story of the land, sea, and people in every bite. Panamanians are a melting pot of indigenous, Guna, Embra, Ngabe, Spanish, African, and Caribbean influences, creating a diverse and welcoming people. Spanish is the official language, but English is widely spoken in tourist areas and Panama City. Smiles, handshakes, and offers of chicha are the way Panamanians welcome you. Music is the soul of Panama. Salsa, reggaeton, and típico, accordion, play out in festivals and bars. Carnaval de las Tablas, February, is the biggest, with parades, gorgeous pala dresses, and fireworks. The Molas Festival in Guyana, March, showcases hand-embroidered fabrics, telling the story of Guna culture through each stitch. Panamanian art, from Casco Viejo murals to Embra pottery, reflects history and nature. Panamanians are proud of their canal, independence, and biodiversity, and are happy to share stories over a cup of coffee or a dance. Panama is a place where you can feel the warmth, energy, and pride of a small but vibrant nation. Panama is a paradise for off-the-beaten-path experiences. In San Blas, sleep on an island without electricity, listen to the waves, and learn to weave baskets with the Guna. In Boquete, attend a coffee festival, January, taste geisha, and dance with farmers. In Darien, kayak down the Pier River, spot spider monkeys and harpy eagles. A unique activity is touring the La Loma cacao farm in Bocas del Toro, where you harvest cacao, make handmade chocolate, and enjoy hot chocolate in the middle of the jungle, $25. In Panama City, learn salsa at Los Panama Dancers and get into the rhythms of the Caribbean. An overnight tour of Soberania Park near the canal will show you owls, three-toed sloths, and the sparkling eyes of crocodiles. For adventure, try rafting on the Chiriqui Viejo River, $50 to $80, with Class 3 to 4 rapids in the jungle. Or join the Corpus Christi Festival in Los Santos, June. Watch the colorful Diablo Sushio demon dance. These experiences bring you closer to nature, culture, and Panama's pace of life. Panama is an affordable destination but requires preparation. A street food meal, ceviche, empanadas, costs $2 to $5. Mid-range restaurants in Panama City are $10 to $20. Budget hotels are $20 to $50 per night. 4 to 5-star resorts like the Westin Playa Bonita or Bristol, Panama, are $100 to $250. Guna homestays in San Blas, $50 to $100 per night, include meals and boat transfers. The Balboa, PAB, and the US dollar are used together, 1 PAB equals 1 US dollar. Bring cash as cards are less common in remote areas. Airfare from the US, Miami, New York, to Panama City costs $200 to $500, from Vietnam, connecting flights to the US or Europe, $1,000 to $1,500, 20 to 30 hours. Intercity buses, Panama City Bocas, 6 hours, cost $15 to $30, city taxis $2 to $5. Self-drive car rentals, $30 to $50 per day, are convenient for Boquete, Darien. The best time is the dry season, December-April, when the sun is beautiful and the sea is calm. The rainy season, May-November, is cheaper but wet, especially in Darien. Panama is safe for tourists, but caution is advised. Panama City has a low crime rate, but avoid El Chorrillo at night and beware of pickpockets at the San Felipe market. In Darien, always travel with a guide as the border with Colombia can be dangerous. Panama City is packed with traffic. Use Uber or Grab to be safe. The waves in Bocas del Toro can be strong. Swim only in areas with lifeguards. Malaria and dengue are rare, but bring mosquito repellent when entering the jungle. Panama City's hospital, Hospital Nacional, is of international standard, but bring travel insurance. Respect local culture, no swimsuits in Guyana and Embra villages, ask before taking ceremonial photos. Panama is a friendly destination, and being careful will help you enjoy it to the fullest. Panama is more than a destination, it's a journey that awakens the senses. Will you stand at Miraflores locks, marveling at the giant ships? Or float on Starfish Beach, letting the Caribbean waves lap at you? Do you want to learn salsa in Casco Viejo, sip geisha coffee in Boquete, or paddle through the Darien jungle, listening to the echoes of jaguars? Share your plans in the comments. Do you want to start in modern Panama City, dreamy Bocas del Toro, or pristine San Blas? Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to httravel to continue discovering magical lands. Panama is waiting for you, the Central American gem sparkling between two oceans. Panama is where you can hear the Pacific Ocean harmonizing with the Caribbean winds, see the rainforests hugging the Great Canal, and feel the warm smiles of the Guyana and Embra people. From the cobblestone streets of Casco Viejo, the emerald beaches of San Blas, to the summit of Volcan Baru where two oceans meet, Panama is a mosaic of nature, history, and people. As one traveler once said, Panama is more than just the canal, it's where you find freedom, immerse yourself in the tropical rhythms, and bring back unforgettable stories. From fresh ceviche, tipico dancing, to nights sleeping on an island without electricity, Panama invites you to live every moment to the fullest. Make a plan, pack your bags, and let Panama tell you the story of two oceans. Hello Panama. See you on the next journey with httravel, where the world opens up before your eyes. Hello, adventurers. Get ready for a journey that will awaken your senses, stir your heart, and open up a world of legendary stories. Today, we will set foot in Saudi Arabia, the kingdom of golden sand and sacred star, where the vast dunes of the Rub Al Khali Desert sparkle in the sun, the magnificent mosques of Mecca and Medina shine with faith, and the vibrant markets of Riyadh resonate with the pulse of history. This is a land of ancient rock tombs in Al Ula, vibrant coral reefs on the shores of the Red Sea, and the warm smiles of the Saudi people, who tell a story of resilience, modernization, and deep hospitality. Saudi Arabia is more than just a destination. It is a symphony of past and future, where Islamic tradition intertwines with hypermodern cities, where the desert whispers tales of Bedouin traders, and every moment is a discovery. From the archaeological sites of Al Rajajil, the lush gardens of Abba, to the magnificent boulevards of Jeddah, we explore Saudi Arabia from every angle. Prepare to be swept away into a world of incense, lanterns, and limitless dreams. Are you ready? Like, share, and subscribe as we conquer the soul of the Middle East. Saudi Arabia, officially the Kingdom of Saudi Arabia, is the largest country in the Middle East, occupying over 2.15 million square kilometers on the Arabian Peninsula, bordered by Jordan, Iraq, Kuwait, Qatar, the United Arab Emirates, Oman, Yemen, and having a long coastline along the Persian Gulf and the Red Sea. With a population of around 37 million, it is the birthplace of Islam, home to the two holiest sites, Mecca and Medina. The name Saudi comes from the Al Saud family, which unified the country in 1932 under the leadership of King Abdulaziz ibn Saud. The history of Saudi Arabia is a journey that spans millennia. From ancient civilizations such as Thamud and Nabatean, which left monuments such as Hijra, to the birth of Islam in the 7th century, which made Mecca the spiritual center of the world. The 18th century saw an alliance between the Al Saud family and the scholar Muhammad ibn Abd al-Wahhab, laying the foundations for the modern kingdom. The discovery of oil in 1938 transformed Saudi Arabia into an economic powerhouse, but Vision 2030, the brainchild of Crown Prince Mohammed bin Salman, is shaping a diverse future filled with tourism, culture, and technology. Saudi Arabia is a melting pot of tradition and innovation. Colorful souks stand alongside Riyadh's towering towers. The Rub al Khali, or for emptinesses, is one of the world's largest deserts, while the Red Sea is a haven for coral reefs. With more than 300 days of sunshine a year, Saudi Arabia is a land of light, where every landscape tells a story of origin, faith, and rebirth. Our journey begins in Al Ula, an ancient oasis in northwestern Saudi Arabia that has been dubbed the living museum of the world. Al Ula is home to Hijra, Ma'in Salah, Saudi Arabia's first UNESCO World Heritage Site, with over 111 rock-cut tombs carved by the Nabateans from the 1st century. Imagine standing before the massive tombs carved into the sandstone cliffs, with intricate carvings that tell the story of the traders on the spice route between Petra and Rome. Old Town Al Ula, a maze of over 900 mud brick houses dating back to the 12th century, feels like you've stepped into a story from 1001 Nights. Walk through the narrow alleys and you'll find shops selling attar perfumes, hand-embroidered linens, and Bedouin pottery. Don't miss Elephant Rock, a giant elephant-shaped sandstone formation in the middle of the desert, the perfect place to watch the sunset with a golden glow over the sand. Al Ula is also a cultural hub. The Winter at Tantora Festival, December-February, features outdoor concerts with international artists, art exhibitions, and craft markets. A unique activity is to ride an Arabian horse through the Al Ula Valley, or take a hot air balloon ride to see Hijra, Mount Athlab, and the green oases from above. At night, resorts like Habita's Al Ula or Banyan Tree offer the experience of sleeping in a luxury tent, soaking up the silence of the desert and watching the starry sky. Continuing our journey, we head to Riyadh, the modern heart and vibrant capital of Saudi Arabia. Riyadh is where tradition meets the future, with the Kingdom Center a 302-m tower with a sky bridge offering panoramic views of the city. The Masmak Fortress, a mud brick structure dating back to 1865, tells the story of the kingdom's unification, with artifacts such as swords and armor. The National Museum of Saudi Arabia is a must-see, with 8 galleries that take you through 1.5 million years of history, from prehistoric times to modern Islam, displaying artifacts such as the Thamud stone statue and ancient Quran manuscripts. For a sense of the pulse, visit Souk al-Zal, Riyadh's oldest market, where you can buy Persian carpets, saffron, and gold jewelry. In the evening, Riyadh Season Avenue, a huge entertainment district, offers concerts, theme parks, and cuisine from around the world. Riyadh is also a cultural hub. UNESCO World Heritage Site Diriyah was the first capital of the Al Saud dynasty, with its beautifully restored mud brick palaces. Take in an Arda traditional sword dance performance in At-Turaf Square, or enjoy kabsa, chicken and rice with saffron, at Najd Village Restaurant by Lantern Light. Riyadh is where you can feel the pulse of modern Saudi Arabia, but still steeped in its heritage. Mecca, Islam's holiest city, is a spiritual destination for more than 2 billion Muslims around the world. At the heart of Mecca is the Al-Haram Mosque, which houses the Kaaba, the sacred shrine toward which Muslims pray. For Muslims participating in the Hajj, an annual pilgrimage in the month of Dhu al-Hijjah, or Umrah, a pilgrimage at any time, is a profound experience, providing a sense of connection to the faith and global community. Although non-Muslims cannot enter the Al-Haram Mosque, you can still explore Mecca's culture. The Al-Zahir Museum showcases artifacts from Islamic history, from models of the Kaaba to 8th century Quran manuscripts. The Al-Hijaz market is where you can buy incense, attar perfumes, and hand-embroidered prayer robes. The Abraj al-Bayt Towers, a modern complex overlooking the mosque, are home to shops and restaurants serving mint tea and sweet luqmat. Mecca offers a unique cultural experience. Traditional cafes serving kahwa, Arabic coffee with cardamom, are places where you can chat with locals about the meaning of the pilgrimage. Note that Mecca and Medina are open only to Muslims, but nearby areas like Jeddah or Taif offer insights into Islamic culture that all visitors can experience. Medina, Islam's second holiest site, is where the Prophet Muhammad rests. The Al-Masjid an-Nabawi Mosque, with its iconic blue dome, is the heart of Medina, offering a sense of serenity and spirituality. The Rauda area within the mosque is considered a garden of paradise on earth, where Muslims come to pray. Although only Muslims are allowed to enter, the mosque's magnificent architecture can be admired from the outside, with its white columns and giant parasols. The Dar al-Medina Museum tells the story of the Prophet's life and the spread of Islam, with 3D models and artifacts such as 7th century robes. The Quba Souk, near the Quba Mosque, the world's first mosque, is where you can buy famous Medina dates, prayer rugs, and oud oil. The Hill of Uhud, site of a historic battle in 625, is a place to learn about courage and faith, with views of the city. The Medina offers a rare sense of peace. Enjoy hares, a wheat porridge with meat, or mutabak, a meat-stuffed crepe, at a local restaurant. Roadside tea houses serving Shai Bil Nana, mint tea, are the perfect place to sip and feel the slow pace of life. The Medina is a place where you can feel a deep spiritual and cultural connection. Jeddah, a bustling port city on the Red Sea, is Saudi Arabia's cultural gateway. The UNESCO World Heritage Site of Al-Balad is a maze of 18th century coral houses with carved wooden balconies and brightly colored windows. Stroll through Souk al-Alawi and you'll find stalls selling sumac spices, silk fabrics, and handmade lanterns. The Al-Rama Mosque, rising like a white pearl from the sea, is the symbol of Jeddah, especially dazzling at night. The Red Sea is a paradise for scuba divers. The coral reefs near Farison Island are home to whale sharks, sea turtles, and more than 1,000 species of tropical fish. If you're feeling adventurous, try kitesurfing, kayaking, or chartering a sailboat to explore the islets. In the evening, the Jeddah Corniche, a 30-kilometer stretch of outdoor sculptures, and the King Fahd Fountain is the perfect place to stroll and enjoy Arabic ice cream. Jeddah is a culinary hub. Try fowl, bean stew, and shawarma at street food stalls, or enjoy grilled lobster at the beachside Al Nakheel. The Jeddah season, May-June, brings concerts, art exhibitions, and food markets, turning the city into a giant stage. Jeddah is where you can feel the vibrancy of modern Saudi Arabia. Rub al Khali, or for emptinesses, is the world's largest sand desert, stretching across southern Saudi Arabia, covering more than 650,000 square kilometers. The dunes are over 250 meters high, rolling like ocean waves, creating a surreal, otherworldly landscape. A 4x4 drive through the desert will take you past golden sand valleys, dunes that sing when the wind blows, and hidden oases that seem magical. Join a Bedouin camping tour, where you sleep in a traditional tent, enjoy Arabic coffee by the fire, and hear stories of ancient caravans on the Silk Road. A thrilling activity is sandboarding down the steep dunes, which feels like surfing. At night, Rub al Khali is a stargazing paradise, with clear skies allowing you to see the Milky Way, the Orion constellation, and even planets like Mars. Rub al Khali also has cultural significance. The Bedouins, with their nomadic lifestyle, share their knowledge of finding water, navigating by star, and herding camels. Camps like Sheba or Al Khobar offer modern comfort with air-conditioned tents, barbecue dinners, and oud performances. Rub al Khali is where you can feel the silence and power of nature. Aba, the capital of Asir province in southern Saudi Arabia, is a hidden gem with lush green mountains and a cool climate that contrasts with the arid desert. Asir National Park is where you can trek through juniper forests, spot baboons, and admire deep valleys from the top of Mount Sauda, Saudi Arabia's highest point at 3,015 m. The ancient village of Rijal Alma, with its brightly painted stone houses, is a cultural heritage of the Asir people, giving the feeling of stepping into a painting. Al Muftaha Market in Aba is where you can buy art, handmade embroidery, and famous Asir honey with its wildflower flavor. The Aba cable car takes you to the top of Mount Sauda, where you can watch clouds drift past the cliffs. The Souk Okaz Festival, a recreation of a pre-Islamic market, features poetry readings, swordplay, and craft exhibitions, attracting thousands of visitors each year. Aba is also a culinary hub. Try asida, a sweet porridge with honey, and salig, rice cooked with milk and chicken at traditional restaurants. Mountainside cafes serve ginger tea and tamar, date-stuffed pastries, perfect for relaxing in the fresh air. Aba is where you can discover a different Saudi Arabia, where nature and culture come together. Al Rajajal, near the city of Sakaka in Al Youve province, is one of Saudi Arabia's greatest archaeological mysteries. Known as the Stonehenge of Arabia, the site features more than 50 stone columns measuring 3 to 4 meters high, erected around 4000 BC by an as yet unsolved civilization. The columns, arranged in circles and rows, may have been used for religious, astronomical, or seasonal rituals. Walk through Al Rajajal and you'll see the columns towering over the desert, with the wind blowing through them giving the impression of time whispering. The nearby Al Youve Museum displays Stone Age artifacts, such as tools and pottery, providing insight into ancient life. Visit Zaibul Castle, an ancient hilltop fortress overlooking the Sakaka Oasis, famous for its date and olive plantations. Al Youve is an agricultural hub. Date farms here allow visitors to participate in the autumn harvest, September-October, enjoy fresh dates with camel milk, or learn how to make date syrup. A unique activity is the stargazing tour at Al Rajajal, where you use telescopes to observe ancient constellations that the ancients may have used for navigation. Al Rajajal is where you touch the ancient secrets of the Arabian Peninsula. Dammam, the capital of the eastern province, is a city on the Persian Gulf with pristine beaches and a strong Bedouin culture. Half Moon Bay Beach is ideal for swimming, playing volleyball, or relaxing under the palm trees. Resorts like Dana Bay offer luxury villas, spas, and seafood restaurants with ocean views. King Abdullah Park, with its fountains and playgrounds, is a great family destination. Snorkeling in Dammam is a must. The coral reefs near Marjan Island are home to manta rays, clownfish, and sea turtles. For adventure, take a boat tour to Taraud Island, home to a 16th-century fort and traditional fishing villages. Al Khatif Market, 20 kilometers from Dammam, is where you can shop for silver jewelry, Bahara spices, and handmade embroidery. Dammam is also rich in culture. The Dammam Museum showcases artifacts from the oil industry, Saudi Arabia's economic engine, and Bedouin life. Street food stalls serve shawarma, falafel, and kanafa, cheese pastries drenched in syrup. The Al-Khatif Festival, March, features folk dances and craft markets that highlight the heritage of the region's east. Dammam is a perfect blend of nature, culture, and modernity. Saudi Arabian cuisine is a symphony of flavors, combining Bedouin traditions with influences from India, Turkey, and the Levant. Kabsa, a basmati rice dish cooked with chicken, lamb, or fish, seasoned with saffron, cinnamon, and nutmeg, is the national dish. Mandi, meat slow-roasted in a tandoor oven with fragrant rice, has a distinctive smoky flavor. Salig, rice cooked with milk and meat, is a popular light meal in the Hijaz. Street food such as shawarma, grilled meat wrapped in bread, falafel, fried beans, and murtabak, stuffed crepes, are quick options at markets like Souk Al-Zal in Riyadh. Seafood in Jeddah and Dammam is a highlight, with grilled lobster, fried ham, and garlic-sauced calamari. Desserts like kanafa, syrup-filled cheesecake, baklava, and mamul, date-stuffed pastries, are often served with kahwa or Arabic coffee. Traditional drinks include shai bil nana, mint tea, laban, cold yogurt, and tamar, pomegranate seed, juice. In resorts, you can enjoy lantern-lit dinners with Bedouin grills, like barbecue zarb lamb, and lively oud music. Markets like the Tuesday Market in Al-Asa offer dates, honey, and traditional pastries. Saudi Arabian cuisine is a journey through desert, sea, and history, prepared with love and hospitality. The Saudi people, or Saudis, are the heart of the kingdom, with hospitality expressed through the greeting, As-salamu alaykum, and the tradition of offering tea or coffee. With a diverse population that includes Bedouins, Hijazis, Nadi, and immigrant communities from South and Southeast Asia, Saudi Arabia is a cultural mosaic. Arabic is the official language, but English is widely spoken in major cities and tourist areas. Music and dance are central to community life. Arda, a men's sword dance with drums and verse, is performed during festivals such as National Day, September 23rd. Khaliji music, with its lively rhythms, plays at the Janadriya Cultural Festival, where artisans demonstrate embroidery, pottery, and weaving. Saudi women create hand-embroidered abayas and intricate silver jewelry, while men craft gom, inserts, and traditional swords. Saudi Arabia is home to inspiring figures like King Salman, who promoted Vision 2030, and Haifa Al-Mansour, the pioneering female director of Wajda. The Saudi spirit is resilient, creative, and proud of its Islamic heritage, making the country a constant source of inspiration for visitors. Saudi Arabia is not a place to rush or just take the perfect photo. It is a place where you can listen to the desert winds in Rub al-Khali, feel the sacredness of Mecca and Medina, and touch the ancient rock tombs of Hijra. From the bustling markets of Riyadh, the sparkling coral reefs of the Red Sea, the lush mountains of Abha, to the mysterious pillars of Al-Rajajal, Saudi Arabia is a symphony of history, faith, nature, and innovation. Many travelers say that Saudi Arabia has changed the way they see the world. One writer once wrote, "In Saudi Arabia, you don't just see the Middle East, you feel it, as part of your soul, as if you had always belonged there." From Bedouin camping under the stars, to Arda dances during festivals, to delicious kabsa meals under lanterns, Saudi Arabia is a place where you can discover the deep values of hospitality, resilience, and love of heritage. Are you ready to set foot in a land where golden sands tell stories, mosques shine, and stars guide your dreams? Share your travel plans in the comments. Do you want to start in Al Ula, Riyadh, or Jeddah? Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to continue discovering magical places and inspiring stories from around the world. As-salamu alaykum. See you in Saudi Arabia, where the soul of the Middle East awaits you. Welcome to httravel, an inspiring channel that takes you to magical lands where every moment is a memorable story. Today we take you on a journey that awakens all the senses, where cloud-covered mountains blend with bright neon lights, where the fragrant aroma of oolong tea blends with the smell of fried dumplings from the night alleys. We will explore Taiwan, the heart of Asia, a small island but contains a whole universe of culture, nature, cuisine, and warm smiles. Imagine standing on the top of Taipei 101, watching Taipei sparkle in the sunset, or walking through Taroko Gorge, listening to the sound of water flowing between marble. From the hot springs of Bitu, the salt fields of Tainan, to the beaches of Pingdong, Taiwan is a living picture, where modernity and tradition intertwine, where every corner tells a story. Are you ready to write your own journey? Like, share, and subscribe to httravel channel to conquer the soul of Taiwan with us. Taiwan, officially the Republic of China, is an island in East Asia, 180 kilometers, 110 miles, across the Taiwan Strait from mainland China, bordered by Japan to the north and the Philippines to the south. With an area of 36,197 square kilometers and a population of approximately 23.5 million, Taiwan is one of the most densely populated places in the world, yet retains pristine natural beauty and a diverse culture. The name Taiwan comes from Ilha Formosa, beautiful island, given by Portuguese sailors in the 16th century, reflecting the island's beauty of mountains, seas, and forests. Taiwan's history is a journey of more than 6,000 years. The Austronesian Aboriginal people, including 16 tribes such as the Amos, Paiwan, and Atayal, left their legacy through stone carvings, textiles, and hunting festivals. From the 17th century, the Dutch, Spanish, and Ming dynasties occupied the island, followed by the Qing, 1683 to 1895, and Japanese, 1895 to 1945. After World War II, Taiwan became the seat of the Republic of China government, developing into a vibrant democracy and technology center, TSMC, ACES. Taiwanese culture is a blend of Aboriginal, Han, Japanese, and Western cultures, expressed through Mandarin, Hokkien, temples, and festivals such as Chinese New Year and the Lantern Festival. Taiwan's natural beauty is a masterpiece, with more than 60% of the land covered by mountains, including more than 200 peaks over 3,000 m, such as Yushan, 3,952 m, the highest mountain in Northeast Asia. The island has 1,566 kilometers of coastline, hot springs, rainforests, and national parks such as Taroko, Yangmingshan, and Kenting. From bustling night markets in Taipei, Aboriginal villages in Hualien, to historical sites in Tainan, Taiwan is a place where you can feel the intersection of past and future, inviting you to explore every corner. Taipei, Taiwan's vibrant capital, is a place where modernity meets tradition, with skyscrapers like Taipei 101 and ancient temples like Longshan Temple. Standing at 508 m, Taipei 101 was the tallest building in the world, 2004 to 2010, offering 360-degree views from the 89th floor, where you can see sparkling Taipei, the lush Yangming Mountains, and the Taiwan Strait beyond. The superfast elevators, reaching speeds of 60.6 kilometers per hour, take you to the top in 37 seconds, not for the faint-hearted. Try standing on the 660-ton shock absorber plate that keeps the building stable during typhoons and earthquakes, and feel the power of Taiwan's technology. Shirley Night Market, Taipei's largest, is a foodie haven with its fragrant smells of stinky tofu, fried dumplings, and bubble tea. Try coffin bread stuffed with creamy seafood soup, or crispy green onion pancakes. Longshan Temple, built in 1738, is Taiwan's oldest temple, with its curved tiled roof, statue of Guanyu, and billowing incense. Attend a morning prayer service, listen to chanting, and light incense for good luck. A unique activity is exploring the National Palace Museum, home to more than 700,000 Chinese artifacts, from cabbage-carved jade, Tui Nok Bok Thai, to exquisite Ming porcelain. Taipei also offers relaxation. Yangmingshan National Park, 30 minutes from the center, is famous for its hot springs, cherry blossoms in February and March, and the trail to 7-Star Peak 120 where you can see azaleas and a sea of clouds. Ximending, a bustling pedestrian district, is a fashionista's paradise, with shops selling sneakers, anime shirts, and street performers. In the evening, hit up Ximending's KTV karaoke bars to belt out Jay Chou hits, or enjoy cocktails at a rooftop bar like W Taipei. Taipei is where you can feel the pulse of Taiwan, from its foodie alleys to its skyscrapers. Taroko National Park, in Hualien, is one of Taiwan's natural wonders, with a 19 kilometers marble gorge carved by the Liwu River over millions of years. Imagine walking the Swallow Grotto Trail, looking up at the hundreds of meters of sheer cliffs, hearing the gurgling of the water, and seeing swiftlets flitting about like tiny black dots. The Chongchun Temple, nestled on the cliffside, is a haven of peace with spectacular views of the Emerald River and the rainbows that appear after the rain. A unique activity is cycling through the Nine Bends Tunnel, where light passes through the marble to create a shimmering effect like the Milky Way. Trails such as Bok Duong, with its 60 high waterfall, and Lok Sun, with its shaky suspension bridge, challenge trekking enthusiasts. Aboriginal Truka guides share the legend of the Taroko Rainbow, the tribe's symbol of peace, and take you to the secret cave where their ancestors took refuge. If you are feeling adventurous, try the cliff climbing with a safety rope, overlooking the gorge from a height of 200 m. Taroko is also culturally significant. Buluan Aboriginal Village, 10 kilometers from the gorge, invites you to enjoy grilled bamboo rice, dance warrior dances around a fire, and learn to weave Truka pattern cloth. Stay at Silk's Place Taroko, the park's only 5-star hotel, with a mountain view pool and heated marble spa. Try grilled wild boar or Taroko herbal tea at a local restaurant. Taroko is more than just majestic nature, it's a place where you can feel the power of the earth and the indomitable spirit of the Aboriginal people. Kaohsiung, Taiwan's second-largest port city, is a blend of industry, culture, and art, with a laid-back vibe and friendly people. Lianji Lake, with its dragon and tiger pagodas in spring and autumn pagodas, is a spiritual highlight. Enter through the dragon's mouth and exit through the tigers to ward off bad luck and pray for good fortune, and watch the lake sparkle under the moonlight. Lioha Night Market, bustling from 6 p.m., is where you can smell the aromas of grilled seafood, fried dumplings, and fruit tea, and try beer-steamed crab or crispy fried sweet potato cakes. A unique experience is to take a ferry to Tsijin Island, 15 minutes from the mainland, to see the black sand beach, enjoy salt and pepper shrimp, and cycle along the Pacific coast, listening to the waves. Tsijin Fort, built in 1875, offers views of the harbor and a history of fighting pirates. The Waiwing Arts Center, with its wave-like glass dome, hosts concerts, exhibitions, and a weekend art market. Fo Guangshan Temple, with its 108-meter-tall bronze Buddha, 100,000 figurines, and Buddhist museum, is where you can meditate, listen to Dharma talks, and feel at peace. Kaohsiung is also modern. The 85 Sky Tower, 347 meters high, has an observation deck with panoramic views of the city and harbor. Pier 2 Art Street, with its murals, cafes, and sculptures, is a gathering place for young people. Try the refreshing watermelon milk or Kaohsiung pineapple cake, the specialty, with sweet and sour pineapple filling. Kaohsiung is where you can feel the dynamism, romance, and cultural depth of Taiwan. Tainan, the ancient capital of history, the birthplace of modern Taiwanese civilization. Located in the south of the island, Tainan is not only the oldest city but also the cradle of culture, beliefs, and national memories. Walking on the ancient cobblestone streets, visitors feel like they are lost in a living museum in the heart of the city, where centuries-old temples such as the Confucius Temple, the Tianhe Temple, or the Anping Fortress still firmly tell ancient stories. The breath of history is present in every brick, every curved roof with a strong Asian character. But Tainan does not sleep in the past. The city skillfully blends the classic and the modern, where stylish cafes, art galleries, and vibrant night markets spring up next to heritage buildings. It is this blend of tradition and innovation that creates the unique charm of Tainan, a city not only to visit, but to feel, to live slowly, and to understand the depth of Taiwanese history. Alishan, in Jiayi County, is a mountainous region famous for its ancient pine forests, forest railways, and spectacular sunrises. The Alishan Railway, one of only 3 remaining mountain railways in the world, is 71 kilometers long, taking you through 70 bridges, 50 tunnels, and cherry blossoms that bloom in March and April. Wake up at 4 a.m., take the train to Jushan Peak, 2, for 51 m, and watch the sun rise through a sea of clouds, with pink light shining on Yushan Mountain, the site dubbed the most beautiful sunrise in Asia. A unique experience is to walk on the Jushu Trail, see the 2,000-year-old red pine trees, more than 50 m high, listen to the birds singing, and smell the fragrant wood. The Tsao Aboriginal Village in Dat Bang invites you to enjoy premium Alishan tea, dance victory around the fire, and learn traditional archery. Alishan House, with cozy wooden rooms and balconies overlooking the forest, offers breakfast of tea leaf omelets and wild mushroom porridge. Alishan is a place to relax the soul. Bath in Finchi Hot Springs, 20 kilometers from Alishan, with a natural mineral pool in the middle of the forest. Try Alishan Oolong tea, grown at an altitude of 1,500 m, at a small tea house, or buy tea as a gift. Alishan is more than just nature. It is a place where you can feel the tranquility, eternal beauty, and breath of Taiwan's mountains and forests. Sun Moon Lake in Nantou is Taiwan's most beautiful lake, shaped like the sun on one side and the moon on the other, and sits at an altitude of 748 m. Named by CNN Travel, the 29 kilometers cycling path around the lake is one of the most beautiful in the world, taking you past emerald waters, bamboo forests, and towering mountains. The Wenwu Temple, a palace-style temple dedicated to the god of literature Confucius and the god of war Guangong, is a place of learning and peace, with a giant bronze bell and a view of the lake. A unique activity is to take a boat to the Shao Aboriginal Village, enjoy grilled sticky rice in bamboo tubes, traditional moon season dances, and learn to make Aboriginal flower wreaths. The 1.8 kilometers Sun Moon cable car offers panoramic views of the lake, with lush green tea fields and the distant Ali Mountain. The nearby Yuchi Night Market offers red bean mochi, warm ginger milk tea, and handmade souvenirs. Sun Moon Lake is a place to relax. Resorts like the Lala Sun Moon Lake, with lakeview rooms and spas using local black tea, offer luxury. Try the President Fish freshwater fish grilled with herbal salt at a lakeside restaurant, or go kayaking at sunset, watching the sunset behind the mountains. Sun Moon Lake is Taiwan's jewel, offering peace and scenic beauty. Bitu, a suburb of Taipei, is a hot spring paradise with a history of over 100 years, dating back to the Japanese occupation, 1895 to 1945. The thermal valley, with its steaming turquoise hot spring pools, fed by the Yangming volcano, is a spectacular sight. Note, no swimming due to the 90 degrees Celsius temperature. The Bitu Hot Springs Museum, housed in a Japanese-style wooden building, tells the story of onsen bathing culture and the history of hot spring exploitation. A unique experience is bathing in hot springs at resorts like Spring City Resort, with private outdoor pools, stargazing, and bamboo forests. The hot springs sulfuric, iron, and alkaline are beneficial for the skin and muscles. The Beta Library, an eco-friendly wooden building with a green roof, is a place to read by the window overlooking the spring. Beta Park has a trail leading to a 20m waterfall and free public hot springs. Beta cuisine is Japanese. Try tuna ramen, fresh sushi, or green tea mochi at a small cafe. Stop by a Japanese-style cafe like Beta Hot Spring Cafe, sip matcha latte, and gaze out at the spring. Beta is where you can relax, immerse yourself in nature, and experience Taiwan's ultimate relaxation. Pingtung, located in the southernmost part of Taiwan, is a tropical land with blue sea, white sand and bright sunshine. It is famous for Kenting National Park, a paradise for those who love surfing, sunbathing, and exploring wild nature. Nanwan Beach and Aosa Cape are famous destinations, where you can immerse yourself in the clear water and cool sea breeze. In particular, standing on Goose Cape, Eluanbai, the southernmost point of the island, you will admire the white lighthouse standing tall in the sky and the Pacific waves constantly lapping at the shore. An experience not to be missed is a trip to Shaoliuchio Island, just 30 minutes by ferry from the mainland. Here, you can dive to see the colorful coral reefs and encounter gentle sea turtles swimming around you. In addition, visitors also have the opportunity to learn about the Paiwan Aboriginal culture at Sajia Village, participate in traditional handicraft activities, and explore the colorful Pingtung Autumn Festival with fire dances and brilliant fireworks. Taiwan is affordable, accessible, and tourist-friendly. A street food meal like fried dumplings, stinky tofu, and bubble tea costs $1 to $3, 30 to 90 TWD. Mid-range restaurants in Taipei, Kaohsiung, and Tainan cost $5 to $15. Budget hotels range from $20 to $50 per night, 4 to 5-star hotels like the Grand Hyatt Taipei, W Taipei, or Silk's Place Taroko range from $100 to $250 per night. Homestays in Hualien, Alishan, and Pingtung cost $15 to $40 per night, offering a more local experience. New Taiwan dollar, TWD, is the main currency. $1 is almost equal to 30 TWD, June 2025. Credit cards are popular in the city, but bring cash for night markets, mountainous areas, and Aboriginal villages. HSR, Taipei Kaohsiung, 90 minutes, costs $40 to $50. Intercity bus, Taipei Hualien, 3 hours, costs $5 to $15. Easy Card, $10 top-up, is valid for MRT, buses, TRA trains, and convenience stores like 7-Eleven. Bicycle rental in Taipei, Kaohsiung costs $1 to $3 per hour, motorbikes in Hualien, Pingtung $10 to $20 per day. The best times are spring, March, May, and autumn, September, November, when temperatures are 20 to 25 degrees Celsius, cherry blossoms and azaleas are in bloom, and there is little rain. Summer, June, August, 28 to 32 degrees Celsius, is hot and humid, suitable for Pingtung Beach, but typhoons are common. Winter, December, February, 15 to 20 degrees Celsius, is cool, ideal for Beta Hot Springs, but Taipei is rainy. Taiwan is not a place where you rush to check in, or just take Instagram photos. This is where you stand still in front of Taroko Gorge, feel the steam from Beta Hot Springs, or marvel as you release lanterns into the sky of Pingxi, carrying your dreams with you. This is where you sip pearl milk tea in Shirlene, listen to the bells of Longshan Temple, cycle through the rice fields of Jinshan, or lie on Nanwan Beach, letting the waves of the Pacific lull you into a dream. From the bustling streets of Taipei, the pine forests of Alishan, the fishing villages of Hualien, to the coral reefs of Xiaoluqiu, Taiwan is a symphony of nature, culture, history, and people. An explorer once wrote, "Taiwan does not change you, it awakens your dreams of adventure, making you look at the world with eyes full of wonder and love." From Amos Aboriginal dances, bowls of Chinese beef stew, mountain trails, to whale-watching nights in Hualien, Taiwan is where you discover creativity, hospitality, and a deep love of nature. Are you ready to set foot on the island where the mountains and seas tell stories, people greet with smiles, and every moment is an everlasting memory? Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to httravel channel to continue exploring magical lands and inspiring stories from around the world. Hello Taiwan! See you on the next journey, where the heart of Asia is waiting for you to explore. Have you ever heard of a land where mountains touch the sky, ancient cities are hidden in the clouds, and legends still echo in every wind? Peru is just that, a country that fascinates with its majestic natural beauty and rare cultural depth. From Machu Picchu hidden in the morning mist to colorful villages in the Andes, from the bustling coast of Lima to the legendary ruins of the Inca Empire, every place in Peru tells its own captivating story. This is not only a land of ancient heritage, but also a place where people live in harmony with nature, bringing a feeling of both mystery and closeness. If you love this journey of discovery, don't forget to subscribe to the channel and leave a comment below. And now, let's start this adventure. When it comes to Peru, we cannot help but mention the natural beauty that makes anyone amazed. Peru is like a giant oil painting, where every line is drawn by nature with freedom and wildness. Three different ecological regions blend together: the majestic Andes, the mysterious Amazon forest, and the endless Pacific coast. The Andes are the soul of Peru. The towering mountains, deep valleys, and majestic glaciers create a scene that seems to come from another world. This place is also home to ancient villages and beautiful winding rice terraces. On the other side is the Amazon, the green lung of the planet. The Amazon forest in Peru covers a huge area, home to thousands of rare and undiscovered species of flora and fauna. The winding rivers are like soft silk ribbons, taking visitors into a completely different world. Not stopping there, the Pacific coast brings a fresh, wild feeling. The golden beaches, the peaceful fishing villages, and the vast sand dunes of the Paracas Desert all create a Peru that is both majestic and soft. The journey to explore Peru has just begun, and next, we will go straight to the legend, the lost kingdom of the Incas. Don't take your eyes off the screen. When it comes to the symbol of Peru, Machu Picchu, the lost city of the Incas, cannot be missed. Nestled between towering mountains and billowing white clouds, Machu Picchu is not only a famous tourist destination, but also one of the greatest mysteries in human history. Built in the 15th century, Machu Picchu is a masterpiece of ancient construction techniques. The stone slabs weighing tons were fitted together with extreme precision without any adhesives. How did the Incas transport and assemble those giant stone blocks at an altitude of more than 2,400 meters? Until now, that question still makes scientists have a headache. Not only Machu Picchu, the Inca civilization also left a brilliant mark in Cusco, the ancient capital of this empire. The perfectly aligned stone walls, ancient stone-paved roads, and large squares in the middle of the city all bear the traces of a golden age. In particular, the feeling when setting foot in Machu Picchu is not only to admire a world wonder, but also to be lost in the past, immersing yourself in ancient stories that have no end. And if you think that Machu Picchu is everything, let me continue to explore other hidden relics in the next part. Not only Machu Picchu, Peru is also a huge treasure trove of legendary archaeological sites. Coming here, you will feel like entering an open-air living museum, where each stone tells a mysterious story from hundreds, thousands of years ago. The most prominent of these is the Sacred Valley, the agricultural and religious center of the Incas. Ancient villages such as Pisac and Ollantaytambo still retain the ancient Inca architecture. In particular, Ollantaytambo impresses with its steep stone steps like a solid fortress protecting civilization from foreign forces. Going further north is Chan Chan, the largest earthen city in the world. This place was once the capital of the Chimu Empire, with elaborately carved walls and sprawling palaces. If you love mystery, you definitely cannot miss the giant drawings on the Nazca Plateau. The drawings are only visible when observed from above, and to this day, the real purpose has puzzled researchers. Peru is a place where history and reality meet, where you can admire ancient masterpieces and hear mysterious oral stories. And right after that, we will explore another vibrant world, indigenous culture still present in every beat of daily life. Peru is not only famous for its natural wonders or archaeological sites, but also for its vibrant cultural treasures of indigenous peoples. Coming to Peru, you will have the opportunity to come into contact with communities that have preserved their traditional customs, practices, and languages for thousands of years. One of the largest ethnic groups is the Quechua people, direct descendants of the Inca Empire. They live mainly in the Andes region, in villages nestled among majestic mountains. The Quechua people are famous for their hand-woven art. The colorful, intricately patterned fabrics are not only beautiful but also contain profound messages about the universe and beliefs. Next to them are the Aymara people, living around Lake Titicaca. They have a unique culture with floating villages built entirely of reeds. These small villages float on the water, creating a dreamy scene like in a fairy tale. Music and festivals are also the soul of Peruvian life. The sound of the charango, traditional music echoing from the highlands, or the vibrant Hueno dance will make you feel like you are lost in another world. In Peru, culture is not in museums, but is alive in every breath of life. And an indispensable part of that picture is cuisine, a beauty that makes the whole world amazed. If there is one reason why tourists return to Peru again and again, it is certainly the world's most unique and rich cuisine. Peruvian cuisine is a perfect combination of indigenous traditions and the influence of cultures such as Spain, China, Japan, Africa, creating an unforgettable symphony of flavors. At the top of the list is ceviche, a fresh fish salad mixed with lime juice, purple onions, chili, corn, and sweet potatoes. The sour taste of lemon mixed with the sweet and fatty taste of fish, the spicy taste of chili, and the soft taste of potatoes create a wonderful balance. There is also lomo saltado, an interesting combination of stir-frying techniques of Chinese cuisine with local ingredients. Tender beef, onions, tomatoes, fried potatoes, mixed with rich sauce create a dish full of energy and flavor. It is impossible not to mention ají de gallina, chicken cooked with turmeric cream sauce and yellow chili, soft and rich. Haycui, grilled guinea pig, a special traditional dish that Peruvians are extremely proud of. Peru is also known as the culinary capital of South America, owning many restaurants on the list of the best in the world. Here, every meal is not only about enjoyment, but also a journey to discover art and history in every flavor. The cuisine is delicious, but Peru also has picturesque valleys and plateaus waiting for you to continue with me in the next part. If you love wild and majestic natural scenery, then the valleys and plateaus of Peru are the place for you. These lands give visitors the feeling of being lost in another world, where nature draws bold and emotional lines. One of the outstanding destinations is the Colca Valley, home to the deepest canyon in the world, even deeper than the famous Grand Canyon in the US. Standing on the high cliffs, looking down at the Colca River flowing slowly below, you will clearly feel the smallness of humans in the midst of majestic nature. And if you are lucky, you will also have the opportunity to witness the giant Andean condor circling the sky, the symbolic bird of this land. Not only Colca, Peru also owns the Altiplano Plateau, stretching across the south of the country. This place is home to green pastures, herds of alpacas leisurely grazing, and blue lakes reflecting the sky. Here, visitors can easily immerse themselves in the peaceful life of indigenous communities, enjoy coca tea, and listen to traditional stories. The majestic, peaceful, and wild beauty of the valleys and plateaus is part of the soul of Peru. But Peru still has deeper secrets waiting to be discovered, that is the majestic Amazon rainforest. When it comes to the Amazon, people often think of Brazil, but few people know that most of the Amazon belongs to Peru, and that is one of the most fascinating mysteries of this country. The Peruvian Amazon is considered a parallel world to the rest, where nature is still wild, mysterious, and almost untouched by human hands. The Peruvian Amazon is vast, stretching over a huge area, with an extremely diverse ecosystem. Here, you can encounter rare animals such as jaguars, pink dolphins, white-headed monkeys, or colorful tropical birds. Every step on the wet trails is an adventure into the real wild world. One of the best ways to explore this forest is to float on the winding rivers such as the Ucayali or the Marañón. Small boats will take you through flooded forests, past small indigenous villages where children still play carefree by the water. In addition, you can also join animal observation tours at night, where flashlights illuminate strange creatures hidden in the darkness. The sounds of insects, night birds, and the rustling of leaves create an unforgettable wild music. If you are ready to leave the jungle to find a more modern life, let's continue to explore the big and vibrant cities of Peru right away. After immersing myself in the majestic nature and ancient legends, it is time to return with me to the modern, bustling life in the big cities of Peru. Not only nature and history, Peru also possesses vibrant urban areas, where the past and present intersect in a strange and fascinating way. The most prominent is the capital Lima, known as the City of Kings. Located along the Pacific coast, Lima is the largest political, economic, and cultural center of Peru. It has a unique blend of ancient Spanish colonial architecture with modern buildings, old quarters mixed with bustling commercial areas. Lima's special highlights are the historic Plaza Mayor Square, the magnificent cathedral, and the artistic Barranco neighborhood with its vibrant nightlife. Lima is also the heart of Peru's famous cuisine, with many of the world's top famous restaurants. Besides Lima, Cusco, the splendid capital of the Inca Empire, is also a must-see destination. Strolling along the ancient cobblestone streets, feeling the slow pace of life mixed with traditional music, you will feel like you are walking between two parallel worlds. But Peru has many more wonders. Next, let's go with me to Vinicunca, the brilliant rainbow mountain in the Andes. Have you ever imagined a mountain with all the colors of a rainbow in the middle of majestic nature? In Peru, there is such a wonder called Vinicunca, also known as Rainbow Mountain. Located at an altitude of more than 5,000 meters above sea level, in the Andes, Vinicunca stands out with colorful geological layers stacked on top of each other like soft rainbows stretching along the mountainside. Colors such as red, yellow, green, and blue are created from millions of years of natural mineral deposits, creating an incredibly beautiful scene. To reach the top of the mountain, visitors must conquer a challenging trekking journey, crossing cold, windy plateau roads and thin air. However, when reaching the top, the reward is a vivid natural picture stretching to the horizon. What's special is that Vinicunca was covered by ice and snow for centuries, and was only discovered a few years ago when the ice melted. Standing in the middle of this scene, you will feel like you have just discovered a forgotten natural treasure. But the journey to explore Peru does not stop there. Next, let's go with me to Lake Titicaca, where legends and surreal beauty are waiting for you to explore. Continuing our journey to explore Peru, we will come to Lake Titicaca, one of the most legendary and enchanting destinations in South America. Not only possessing breathtaking scenery, Titicaca is also associated with the legend of the birth of the Inca civilization. With an altitude of 3,812 meters above sea level, Titicaca is considered the highest freshwater lake in the world that can be traveled by boat. Located on the border of Peru and Bolivia, the calm lake surface reflects the deep blue sky and the snow-capped mountains in the distance, creating a beautiful natural picture. The most special feature is the artificial islands Islas Uros, made entirely of reeds. The Uros people have lived on these floating islands for hundreds of years, maintaining a unique lifestyle. Walking on these islands, you will feel the softness and undulation under your feet, as if you were walking on a giant boat. In addition, Tequil Island is also an interesting stop, famous for its sophisticated hand-woven crafts made by men. The weaving art here has been recognized by UNESCO as an intangible heritage of humanity. Lake Titicaca is not only beautiful, but also the heart of Peru's vibrant history and culture. And the journey will continue with other traditional beauties waiting for you to discover. Peru not only fascinates visitors with its magnificent nature or traces of ancient civilizations, but also with an extremely rich treasure of traditional arts and crafts. What is special is that art in Peru is not only in museums, but also exists in the daily lives of the people, creating a rustic but attractive beauty. The most prominent is the art of hand weaving, a legacy passed down from the Inca era. The colorful fabrics with delicate geometric patterns are not only for decoration, but also tell stories about myths, beliefs, and the connection between humans and the sky and earth. Each pattern carries a profound message, making each fabric like a wordless book about Peruvian history. Besides textiles, ceramic art is also extremely prominent, especially in Ayacucho and Cusco. The vases and figurines are meticulously hand-painted, with a style that blends indigenous and Spanish influences. In addition, stone and wood sculptures are also very unique, with festival masks, statues of gods, or sophisticated handmade silver jewelry, imbued with indigenous culture. When you come to traditional markets, you will be fascinated by thousands of colorful handmade products, created by the skillful hands of local artisans. And right after this, we will explore the unique festivals, where Peru is more colorful and vibrant than ever. If you want to feel the vibrant pulse and true soul of Peru, come during the festival season. The traditional festivals here are not only an occasion for fun, but also a convergence of beliefs, history, and national identity preserved through many generations. Inti Raymi Festival of the Sun is the most prominent event. Held on June 24th every year in Cusco, the festival recreates the ancient ritual of the Incas to honor the sun god, the supreme god in the Inca religion. Thousands of people flock to Cusco to admire the magnificent performances, colorful dances in traditional costumes. The scene makes the city seem to relive the glorious days of the Inca Empire. In addition, the Virgen de la Candelaria Festival in Puno, recognized by UNESCO as an intangible cultural heritage, is also a notable event. Thousands of folk dancers and traditional bands from all over gather here, creating a vibrant atmosphere that lasts for many days and nights. Peruvian festivals are a harmonious combination of indigenous culture and Spanish influence, creating a colorful picture, bustling music, and passionate dances. But more than the festivals, it is the people here that keep visitors staying longer. Behind the majestic landscapes and vibrant festivals, what makes Peru special in the hearts of tourists is the people here. Peruvians are not only beautiful in appearance with healthy tan skin, deep black eyes, but also beautiful in soul, honest, simple and warm. No matter where you come from, when you set foot in Peru, you will always feel a warm welcome, from friendly smiles to the echoes of "Hola" everywhere. Peruvians are very proud of their Inca origins and long-standing culture, but are also extremely open and friendly to visitors from all over the world. The best thing about exploring Peru is not just admiring the beautiful scenery, but immersing yourself in the daily life of the indigenous people. It could be chatting with a textile artisan in the Sacred Valley, enjoying a simple meal with a coastal fishing village, or playing with children in the highland grasslands. Peruvians are also known for their resilience and optimism. Through the ups and downs of history, they have preserved their cultural identity and adapted harmoniously to modern life. Peru is a small country on the world map, but it hides within itself a vast universe of wonders. From the mysterious wonder of Machu Picchu, the magnificent Rainbow Mountains, the ancient cities, to the colorful festivals and the sincere, warm people, all have created a Peru that is both familiar and strange, both close and mysterious. If you are looking for a journey that is not just a travel, but an adventure that touches your heart, then Peru is the choice for you. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel to follow more journeys to discover new lands. And leave a comment to let me know what about Peru impressed you the most. See you in the next videos. Welcome to httravel, a channel that inspires journeys to discover magical lands, where each destination is a colorful and emotional story. Today we will set foot in New Zealand, the land of the long clouds, Aotearoa, a paradise where snow-capped mountains embrace sparkling bays, pristine forests blend with ancient Maori culture. New Zealand is not just a destination, but a symphony of majestic nature, rich history, and endless adventure. Imagine yourself standing on the mountaintops of Queenstown, watching the turquoise lake reflecting the sunlight, or walking on the black sand beaches of Piha, listening to the waves from the Pacific Ocean. From the vast sheep fields to the glowing caves of Waitomo, New Zealand is an invitation for free-spirited souls, passionate about discovery and eager to immerse themselves in nature. Every corner of this country is a vivid picture, where you can touch the soul of the land and people. Are you ready to join httravel on a journey to explore New Zealand? Leave a comment to share what excites you most about this country, or suggest the next destination you want us to explore. New Zealand, a stunning island nation in the southwest Pacific Ocean, about 2,000 kilometers southeast of Australia, is a masterpiece of nature. Comprising two main islands, the North Island and the South Island, and more than 600 smaller islands, New Zealand spans 268,021 square kilometers, with a diverse landscape ranging from towering mountains to endless beaches. The North Island, with its capital Wellington, is the cultural and modern hub of life, known for volcanoes like Tongariro and the hot springs of Rotorua. The South Island, with its city of Christchurch, is home to majestic Alps, fjords like Milford Sound, and lush grasslands. New Zealand's isolation has created a unique ecosystem, with plants and animals found nowhere else, such as the kiwi bird and the silver fern. With over 15,000 kilometers of coastline, New Zealand is more than just a geographical destination. It is a world unto itself, where nature and its people tell stories of resilience and creativity. Its strategic location between the Pacific and Southern Oceans places New Zealand at the crossroads of Polynesian, European, and indigenous cultures, inviting you to explore a land where every mountain and every river has a soul. New Zealand enjoys a temperate oceanic climate, offering a wonderful variety of four seasons, each with its own distinct beauty. Average temperatures range from 10 to 25 degrees Celsius, depending on the region and time of year. Summer, from December to February, is the perfect time to swim in the Bay of Islands, hike in Tongariro, or enjoy wine in Marlborough under the glorious sunshine. Temperatures can reach 30 degrees Celsius in the North Island, bringing a warm and vibrant atmosphere. Winter, from June to August, transforms the South Island into a ski paradise, with resorts in Queenstown and Wanaka blanketed in snow, while the North Island remains mild with temperatures around 10 to 15 degrees Celsius. Spring, September-November, and autumn, March-May, are when New Zealand's landscape is at its most colourful, with wildflower fields in Canterbury and red and gold forests in central Otago. New Zealand's climate changes rapidly, especially in the mountains, where you can experience 4 seasons in one day. Whatever season you visit, New Zealand offers breathtaking scenery, from sparkling beaches to cloud-capped peaks, creating a natural symphony that will leave you spellbound. This diverse climate promises a rich variety of experiences, from blazing summer days to snowy winter nights. Wellington, New Zealand's small but vibrant capital city, is located at the southern tip of the North Island and is a place where modern life meets nature and culture. Known as the Windy City, Wellington boasts stunning harbour views, rolling hills, and a vibrant arts scene. Te Papa Tongariro, the National Museum, is a treasure trove of Maori heritage, with exhibits such as waka canoe boats and exhibitions about New Zealand's natural history. Take the cable car up Kelburn Hill for panoramic views of the city, with its colourful rooftops juxtaposed against the sea and mountains. Cuba Street, with its hipster cafes, art shops and street performers, is the heart of bohemian culture. Wellington Botanic Gardens, with its native flowers and silver ferns, is the perfect place to unwind in the heart of the city. Wellington is also the centre of the film industry, with Weta Workshop, the studio behind the Lord of the Rings films, where you can go behind the scenes. The food is a highlight, with restaurants serving up gourmet lamb rack and fresh seafood from the bay. Wellington is more than just the administrative capital, it's the heartbeat of modern, creative and culturally rich New Zealand, making it the perfect starting point for a journey of discovery. Auckland, New Zealand's largest city on the North Island, is a vibrant economic hub where culture and nature meet. Nicknamed the City of Sails for its bustling Waitemata Bay, Auckland is a place where white yachts sparkle in the sunlight. The Sky Tower, the tallest building in the Southern Hemisphere, offers spectacular views of the city, with islands like Waiheke and Ringitoto in the distance. Waiheke Island, just a short ferry ride away, is a wine country with lush vineyards and fine dining. Auckland Museum, with its collection of Maori and Polynesian art, tells the story of its indigenous cultural heritage through intricate carvings. Piha Beach, with its black sand and big waves, is a favorite destination for surfers and those who love the outdoors. Britomart, with its trendy boutiques, hip bars and Pacific fusion restaurants, is where you can get a feel for Auckland's youthful vibe. The city is also a gateway to destinations such as the Waitomo Caves and the Coromandel Peninsula. Auckland is a vibrant tapestry of diversity, where you can combine urban culture with nature in just a few hours, creating unforgettable experiences. Queenstown, located on Lake Wakatipu on the South Island, is known as the adventure capital of the world, where thrill-seekers find paradise. Surrounded by the snow-capped remarkables, Queenstown is a picture-perfect natural wonder, with trails leading to breathtaking peaks. Bungee jumping at Kawarau Bridge, where the sport was born, offers an adrenaline rush as you plunge into the emerald green river. Jet boating through Shotover Gorge is a thrilling experience as you glide over sheer cliffs. In winter, Queenstown transforms into a ski hub, with resorts like Coronet Peak attracting thousands of visitors. Take the Skyline cable car up Bob's Peak for views of sparkling Lake Wakatipu and snow-capped peaks. Queenstown is also renowned for its food, from fine dining restaurants serving merino lamb to cozy wine bars. Tours to Milford Sound, a fjord with waterfalls cascading from cliffs, offer a spectacular natural experience. Queenstown is not only a destination for adventurers, but also a place where you can find peace in nature, with moments that make you appreciate the beauty of the world. Rotorua, on the North Island, is the heart of Maori culture and a place where nature's geothermal power is at its most magical. Steaming hot springs, bubbling mud pools and Waiotapu geysers are testament to the area's active volcanic activity. Te Puia Geothermal Park is where you can see Pohuta Geyser, which shoots water up to 30 m high, and learn about Maori carvings at the Maori Cultural Institute. Wakarewa Village, a lively Maori village, offers the chance to take part in a pauhaere, welcoming ceremony, and enjoy a hangi, a traditional meal cooked in an earth oven. Lake Rotorua, with its turquoise waters, is ideal for kayaking or trout fishing. Wakarewa Forest, with its giant redwoods, is a mountain biking and ziplining paradise. Rotorua is also famous for its geothermal spas, where you can relax in natural hot springs. Adventure activities such as luging at Skyline Rotorua or rafting on the Kaituna River provide non-stop excitement. Rotorua is where you can touch the soul of New Zealand, from its deep indigenous culture to the raw power of nature, making for an emotional journey. Fiordland National Park, located in the southwest of the South Island, is one of the world's most unspoiled regions, where nature is at its most majestic. Milford Sound, dubbed the eighth wonder of the world, is the highlight of Fiordland, with sheer cliffs hundreds of meters high, cascading waterfalls and frolicking seals. Cruise through Milford Sound and you'll feel dwarfed by nature, as the cloud-capped peaks reflect on the still waters. Doubtful Sound, larger and more peaceful, is where you can spot whales and penguins. The Milford Track, one of the world's most scenic treks, takes you through lush valleys, hidden waterfalls and moss-covered forests. The crystal-clear waters of Lake Teanau are perfect for kayaking or stargazing at night. Fiordland is home to rare animals, such as the takahe bird and bottlenose dolphin. The park is more than a destination, it's a place to immerse yourself in the magic of untouched nature, where time stands still and every moment is a living picture. New Zealand has a rich history, dating back to around the 13th century when Maori, Polynesian navigators, arrived in Aotearoa. They built a rich culture with merry, meeting houses, carvings and legends of gods such as Tain and Tangaroa. In the 17th century, Dutch explorer Abel Tasman was the first European to sight New Zealand, but it wasn't until 1769, when James Cook charted the coastline, that European influence began. The 1840 Treaty of Waitangi between Maori and the United Kingdom marked the birth of modern New Zealand, but also ushered in a long-running land conflict. The 19th century saw an influx of European immigrants, particularly from England, Scotland and Ireland, transforming New Zealand into an agricultural colony. In 1893, New Zealand became the first country in the world to grant women the right to vote, a progressive milestone. In 1907, New Zealand gained self-government, and in 1947, it became a fully independent nation. Today, New Zealand is a multicultural country where Maori heritage blends with European, Asian and Polynesian influences, creating a unique identity. New Zealand's history is a story of resilience, harmony and innovation, and you can explore it through museums, Maori and oral histories. New Zealand culture is a multifaceted symphony where Maori heritage blends with European, Asian and Polynesian influences to create a unique and vibrant identity. Maori culture is at the heart of New Zealand, with its powerful haka dances, waiata songs of storytelling and tonga treasure carvings in wood and jade. The pauhaere, a welcome ceremony at a meri, is a symbol of hospitality and provides a deep sense of connection. Maori festivals such as Matariki, which marks the Lunar New Year, bring communities together to celebrate traditions. European influences are evident in Dunedin's colonial architecture, festivals like Wellington on a Plate and cinema, with films like The Lord of the Rings. Asian and Polynesian communities add to the cultural mix, with Auckland's night markets and Pacifica festivals. The Kiwi, spirit-friendly, creative and nature-loving, is a thread that unites people. New Zealand is also known for its social progress, from women's suffrage to environmental protection policies. New Zealand culture is more than just rituals or art, it's a way of life, a philosophy of harmony and respect that invites you to immerse yourself in the stories and smiles of its people. New Zealand's Kiwi women are pioneers, resilient, creative and proud of their country's diverse heritage. In 1893, New Zealand became the first country to grant women the right to vote, with activists like Kate Shepherd paving the way for gender equality around the world. Maori women, as kaitiaki, guardians, preserve their indigenous culture through weaving, carving and teaching waiata to the next generation. In rural communities, women run sheep farms, make artisan cheese, and produce manuka honey, contributing to the agricultural economy. In cities like Auckland and Wellington, they shine as artists, entrepreneurs, scientists and politicians, such as former Prime Minister Jacinda Ardern, an icon of humanitarian leadership. New Zealand women are also environmental activists, leading movements to protect our forests and oceans. Their balance of tradition and modernity is inspiring, whether it's through their innovative tech startups or their powerful haka dances at festivals. Whether in rural or urban areas, New Zealand women are central to community building, inspiring visitors with their friendliness and pioneering spirit. They are the soul of Aotearoa, bringing warmth and strength in every story and smile. New Zealand cuisine is a gastronomic adventure, where indigenous flavors blend with European, Asian and Polynesian influences to create dishes that are both bold and refined. Hangi, a traditional Maori dish, is cooked in an earth oven with lamb, chicken, kamara sweet potato, and root vegetables, delivering a delicious, nutty flavor. Seafood is the star, with fresh bluff oysters, butter-grilled rock lobster, and smoked Tasman salmon, all bursting with the flavors of the ocean. Merino lamb, raised on lush green pastures, is the pride of New Zealand, often roasted with herbs or served as a gourmet lamb rack. Pavlova, a dessert of crisp meringue, whipped cream and fruits such as kiwi and passion fruit, is an icon of Kiwi cuisine. Sauvignon Blanc from Marlborough and Pinot Noir from Central Otago are perfect accompaniments to meals. Markets such as the Otago Farmers Market in Dunedin offer artisan cheeses, manuka honey, and artisan breads. Asian influences are evident in Auckland's fusion dishes, such as lamb bao buns or seafood ramen. Every dish in New Zealand tells a story about the land, the people, and the cultural exchange, inviting you to explore it through each taste. New Zealand is a paradise for adventurers and explorers, with countless activities from the sea to the mountains. Scuba diving at Poor Knights Islands, one of the world's best diving spots, takes you into the underwater world